Hi, it's Heidi and Carla from Butcher Babies.
And you're watching HardRockHaven.net.
Alright, so we've got Carla, Harvey, and Heidi Shepherd of the Butcher Babies. Can you talk a little bit about how you all came together as a band or started to make music together?
Yeah, sure. Heidi and I met in a punk cover band. Heidi was already a member of the band, and they needed another girl, and I auditioned for it. And Heidi and I were like kindred spirits. We instantly got together, we became BFFs, and we got sick of playing cover songs, and we wanted to do original music. We're both huge metalheads, so we decided to start a metal band, and
Kind of came up with the band all together and found these three amazing musicians who fit the part and understood what we were going for. We dealt with a couple other musicians before who just didn't understand what we wanted. They didn't like it heavy enough, so we found 2 or 3 metalheads just like us, so it worked out really well.
How did you come up with the dual vocal thing? You were just both vocalists and it made sense?
In our cover band, the dual vocals, and
in the cover band we had like 5 though, so this was definitely scaled down, and we found that it was really dynamic, and it was a cool back and forth thing that we could do, and we didn't really see much of that, and especially not in females. So it was something different that we really wanted to.
Come on, you can't beat a brunette blonde.
Absolutely.
No, seriously, we thought it was, just something different. We hadn't seen it done yet, and it's more fun doing everything with your best friend, obviously. So I think, and our writing together and everything. Now we finish other sentences, and when we're writing a song together, I'll have a line. I'm not sure what comes next, and then she'll have it instantly, and vice versa. So it's actually a gift to be able to work together. And
yeah, it works really well.
Now, is it just the subject matter of the music that kind of dictated the outfits and the whole visual aspect of your show, or like how did you settle on that? Like the knives for mics and
the knives for mics. We were horror based at first. That was we were huge into horror films and the creep factor, and it kind of just fit. And in fact, it's funny that we're on tour with Marilyn Manson now, because I saw that he had done it. Oh, that'd be cool, and he still does it. We don't anymore, but that's where that kind of came from. And of course, with Butcher Babies, you're gonna have to have some sort of thing with that. And we do, we wear the blood still, and so the blood, it's just part of our look.
We had a cop pull us over in Missouri. He thought we would look suspicious, and he had run our license plate. We hadn't done anything wrong, but he had to run our license plate, which is registered to Butcher Babies, and he goes, "Now what in the hell is a Butcher Baby?"
Yeah,
it was really funny. And
well, sir, we're a band.
But we get all kinds of questions about the band name, and it's just a Wendy Williams song, and Butcher Baby to us, that's this really badass, murderous, and so of course having a name like that lends itself to writing songs about just anything creepy, horror, blood-filled.
Anything that scares you.
Yeah.
Well, I know the tour just started with Manson, but how's it been going so far?
It's been incredible. It's seriously been, this is a dream of all of us. I think we're all huge Manson fans. And when we found out we were going on tour with him, it was our last show of our last tour, I think.
Yeah, the last show of our headlining tour, and so we're in the bus,
and our manager had been hinting about who we were, offered to go on tour with, and blah, blah, blah. And he told us finally that we had gotten this Manson tour, and we're just jumping up and down like little kids, squealing, upstairs in the Roxy, in the hollowed halls of the Roxy, where all these, incredible musicians have hung out, and we're up there just jumping around like a bunch of little 5-year-olds, excited. We're going on tour with Manson, but I don't ever want to lose that feeling. We all are genuinely excited to be doing what we're doing now. We're still amazed that we've been able to make this into a career. So
yeah, we all come from different walks of life and different paths, and we've had different careers before, and we all just have always told ourselves it's never too late. And so thank God, because it's never too late, and we're finally living the dream we've all wanted to.
Just signed to Century Media too.
Yep.
Yes.
Great. So what can we expect from the full length? Are you recording it, or?
Well, we're writing it right now. We've actually almost finished writing it. We spent the last 2 months every single day in the studio with each other, writing and just basically to the grind. And when we get back from this tour, we'll go into production. You can expect a lot of it has a lot of different influences, from death metal, nu metal, classic metal, everything you could think of, progressive, experimental metal. We don't really hold ourselves down to one style and one sound. We'll
We
experiment
couldn't
with
if we
everything.
tried, because we all have such, diverse backgrounds in music, and we all like different things. And that's what's so unique and special about our sound, is that we have all these different likes. Some of the stuff that she likes, I'm like, oh, jeez, no. And some of the stuff that I like, she's horrified by.
Yeah.
But that's great when it comes to writing, because we can put both of our influences together and make something that's really unique.
And it's great to have it, to combine that union with Century Media as well, because I really understand what we're going for, and they are in full support of everything we're doing. We were family from the beginning. From the first minute we met everybody, so it was a no-brainer.
It's just nice to know that the people that you're working with truly do believe in you, because from what we've heard from our friends in the music industry, it's not always that way. So we are extremely lucky. We're in a very good position, and the people that we work with are fans as well as supporters, and they
family.
really have our backs. Yeah.
Is it still possible to shock people in 2013?
Oh, I definitely think it's possible
Yeah.
to shock people.
Absolutely. I think even if it's something that shocked them 20 years ago, it'll come back and shock them again. I'm shocked by bell bottoms. No, I'm just kidding. No, but it's very possible. You never know, and something that may shock somebody may not shock another person, and we're not necessarily in this to be like, haha, gotcha, fucker.
For me, it's more like I want to awaken what you have inside of you. If you're watching me on stage, I want the people in the crowd to feel something. When I was a kid and I went to see Marilyn Manson, for instance, I left and I was just totally floored. I thought about it for days afterwards, and I was just like, I had a whole new like perspective on everything. Music is a very powerful tool, and you can do that for people.
And that's what we want to get across.
Yeah, and people need that, especially in smaller towns. And even I'm from Michigan, places like Ohio, Michigan. We need people to come through our town and rustle the feathers a little bit.
Provoke us.
Yeah, people need that. Everything is too safe.
Hottest women in rock and roll, Revolver.
Yeah,
That was kind of an
What does that just bring more exposure to the band, or
Of
like
course.
what are the benefits of that?
Revolver, I've been a fan of the Revolver Magazine for years, and I remember back, I think when when it was still called Hottest Chicks of Metal came out, and I remember looking at that and just in awe, and just saying, I want to be there. I want to be one of these chicks, and not just to be a hot chick in metal. I wanted to be recognized in enough exposure and enough light to be, have the honor of being any number on the countdown.
What I love about it too, it's as far as it's not just a hot chick thing. All the girls in that issue, they're all very diverse. They all look so different from one another.
Yes.
What makes them hot is that they're a talented group of women. Whether they're guitarists, vocalists, bassists, drummers, it doesn't matter. It's not about being beautiful or whatever. It's about, being powerful, being a powerful woman. And to me, power is beauty.
And that's what I like about with what Revolver did with it, because it's about your talent, and it's about what you represent, rather than, all right, I guess you're hot. We'll put you in here.
On the surface, it looks kind of base, but
right, of course. But when you really get down into it and you really look at the bands that are featured in it, every single one of them,
I think it's misunderstood by. We've had the chance to talk to a lot of people who have been in that issue. And some people take it as like, whatever. But,
everyone's gonna have mixed feelings about it. As two women, I'm never gonna tell someone not to vote me for hottest chick for anything. Obviously it's nice, it's flattering to be told that you're beautiful when you're a woman, but to me, what I take that contest as I said, it's a power thing. It's not so much a beauty thing.
So you're both attractive in metal. There's not a lot. Yeah, I know. Isn't that nice? Do you have any stalkers? Are there any creepy things that anyone's like sent you?
It's funny because we've had this question come up quite a bit lately, and really no.
That's good.
We're not at that level. And hopefully someday, whatever, but bring on the Stalkers, whatever. But no, we really aren't, we haven't dealt with the craziness yet, I'll say. But we've had a couple here and there, a couple weirdos here and there, but it's been manageable. Hasn't been anything out of control, so I will knock on wood for that.
Hopefully it stays that way.
What we do have is a really loyal fan base, and we're really proud of that. I mean, people have been following us on Twitter and Facebook for a few years now. Back when we really didn't have much going on, and they've stuck with us. And these fans are genuinely proud of us for climbing the ladder to where we are now. And when we meet them in person, it's very, very touching.
Yeah, last night we met a fan or a friend fan, and I like to call them friends. We met someone who said he's been, friends with us on Facebook for years and really been following what we've been doing, and he's just so proud of us. He's like, one thing I wanted to do is I wanted to buy you a beer. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And it was really cool. It was really neat to finally get out and meet the people who have made this possible for us. Because without their support or their voice, we would never be heard.
It started on the OTEP tour, and we did the OTEP tour, and we finally got to go all over the whole country and meet people that we've been, who've been fans for a while. It was just, like I said, it's just so touching every night to have people come up and give us big hugs and say they've been waiting for us. They drove 3 hours to see us. It's incredible.
That's awesome. We talked a little bit about the new album that you're writing on. Is there a timetable, when you plan to record?
Before the summer, it'll be out.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we have a festival we're playing in Mexico, the Hell in Heaven Festival, with Motorhead and Anthrax, and then we're doing another tour in the summer that we can't say yet, but it's awesome.
You could always try to guess what that summer tour might be.
But the album will be out in time for those.
Okay, great. I'm sure Lemmy will love you guys.
Lemmy's awesome.
We met him so many times over at the Rainbow Bar and Grill
we live
in
in
Hollywood.
LA. You can always find Lemmy at the Rainbow Bar and Grill.
Especially with
Playing
the Wendy,
video poker.
Wendy and Williams connection.
Yeah.
Love-
We've talked to him about her before,
I
which
bet.
is been really cool.
What do each of you get out of a live performance? What does it do for you on a personal level?
Well, I believe that everyone has an alter ego. Everybody has an alter ego. Whether you show it or you don't, everyone has one. And for me, that's a place where I can release the caged beast. Just go and run rampant. And for me, that's my outlet. I had an outlet when I was younger, to real life or what I really did or the things that I was dealing with, and that was listening to metal music. And now I have the outlet of playing it and jumping on stage and doing the same thing, and I believe it's kind of the same.
It's the same for both of us, and music has always been a release for us. As she said, when we were younger, it was listening to it that gave us that release. And now that we can go out on stage and perform it, I mean, I can't tell you how incredible it is to be on stage in front of, I think our first night was almost 4,000 people, and let out all your inner demons and have it be okay.
That's true.
Yeah, and have it be okay. And not only is it okay, but it's
welcomed.
It's welcomed, yeah, and
celebrated.
It's fine for.
Were you all kind of the odd women out in your former industry? I know you had modeling experience and things like that. Is that common for metal fans to be in that line of business?
Actually, we weren't models. I was a Playboy TV star for a while. I was a news anchor for the Playboy channel, and then I was a mortician. So I don't consider myself a model.
Mortician?
To me, modeling's boring. But yeah, a mortician. So
that's metal.
It is as far as being an odd person out. We were both in male-dominated fields before. The mortuary field is very male-dominated, so I've dealt with issues working in male-dominated fields before.
And so have I. I was a morning host for years on radio stations here and there, Playboy Radio, FM radio, all the above. And that is an absolute male-dominated industry. And you really have to work hard as a female in that to make a staple. And that's how it is with this. And regardless of, female, male, even in high school and growing up, Carla and I both dealt with being the odd man out. I didn't fit in with my Mormon friends. I grew up in a Mormon town, and my family's Mormon. I did not fit in that crowd, and no matter how much I tried to get nerdy, I couldn't do it. And Carla had the same issues in Detroit.
Yeah, I grew up in Detroit, and I grew up in a very racially segregated city as a biracial female, and I had a lot of problems for being who I was, which was a metalhead, comic book lover, and people were like, well, no, you have to act a certain way if you're going to be this race, and I never wanted to play into that. And I stuck to what I believed in, obviously, and I'm happy with the way. I actually had someone write me on Facebook the other day who knew me back in middle school, and she's like, I'm so impressed. You actually are doing everything that you said that you would, and that it brought tears to my eyes because that she remembered that, and I am, because I was stuck to my guns and I was strong, and I didn't let people try to change who I was because they felt I should be somebody different, and that's what Heidi and I want to do for other people that come to our shows, for the kids, women, but men too, everyone, from any place, any small places. We want to, let you know that it's okay to be who you are.
And like I said before, it's never too late.
Yeah, never.
It's a good message.
And, we've, like I said earlier, we've gone through so many different careers and different things here and there, paths that we took, marriages, divorces, moving, whatever the case may be, but still realize that it's never too late to go for your dream.
Where you live, I mean, everybody lives so long. Why peak in high school? Why peak in your 20s? Why peak in your 30s? There's always time for you to live out your dreams, no matter what those dreams are. If you want to be a fucking goat farmer, that's fine. Just go do it. I hate when people say, oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, I wish I would have done this. Go do it. I'm not gonna say it's not hard, because it is hard, but that's half the enjoyment is getting there.
Journey.
There you go. Well, what would you like to say to Butcher Babies fans out there who are watching this?
What we always say to the Butcher Babies fans is just thank you so much for being there. For the last few years, we've worked our asses off, and we know that you've seen that we've worked our asses off, and thanks for the support.
Really cool, the fans that have been there the whole way from the beginning, who recognized it in the beginning and are with it still.
Yeah.
It's really incredible because these people are like family to us. They've seen us grow from here to here and hopefully more, and we can't be grateful enough for that.
Yeah.
That's just, it's been really incredible to have these people by our side all these years.
Great. Well, Heidi, Carla, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate it. Hope the tour goes well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.